faithful Niner Empire. What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. It's a pleasure to be in front of the faithful, the Niner Empire. Some of the best fans, y'all know it, in the NFL. It is Thursday night, one day before a payday Friday. Ain't nothing better than a payday Friday, faithful, you know it. But we're off. The 49ers were off to a 2-0 start. I think we all can agree that we have not played our best game yet, but we're still 2-0. I think Jimmy G had a pretty good first game, struggled a little bit in the second game, but he made enough plays to win the game for us. Um, I'm excited for this game against the Green Bay Packers. It's the home opener. Fans have not been in the stadium for more than a year, and it's great to open the stadium home opening game in front of the world on Sunday Night Football prime time. And I can't wait for this game. Very excited. And what Packers team are we going to see? The first week of the first week of the season for the Packers, they got mollywopped by the New Orleans Saints. I think everyone was surprised by that, and then they recovered week 2 against the Detroit Lions, and but that was what was expected. We expected the Green Bay Packers to beat the Detroit Lions, and I think we will see more of the Packers team that played against the Lions than that played against the Saints. And I'm definitely looking forward to this matchup. I think that the 49ers defense will face the toughest quarterback we've faced so far in Aaron Rodgers, the best running back we've played so far in Aaron Jones, and also the best wide receiver we've played in Devontae Adams. So our defense will definitely be tested this game against the Green Bay Packers. Shout out to everyone who's checking in on Jay in the Bay Facebook page. I appreciate it. And of course, everyone checking in on Jay in the Bay YouTube channel. I appreciate if everyone hits that thumbs up button. I appreciate you guys supporting Jay in the Bay. But let's say what's up to the people in them comments. Let's see. We have a Seahawks fan. What's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream. Seahawks TV too. Seahawks are 1-1 in the division, and it's crazy because the NFC West, all 3 out of 4 teams are 2-0 undefeated. The Seahawks are 1-1. But it takes a full 60 minutes to win the game. And trust me, as 49er fans, we know that for sure because, hey, we barely beat the Lions week 1. So, it definitely takes a full 60 minutes to win the game. But Seahawks TV, thanks for tuning in to the stream, man. I appreciate you. OYG Sakona. What's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, OYG. Hopefully you had a productive week. He says, what's good? I know you are hyped and excited for this game on Sunday. I can't wait as well. I gotta say, what's good to David? Thanks for tuning in to the stream. He says, what's up, brother Jay? I'm doing good on a Thursday night. Well, we got 3 more days till game day, and very excited. I can't wait. Nicho TV, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Nicho. Nicho says the Niners should whoop the Packers being healthy again. That's a great statement. The Packers will definitely be the best offense we'll play so far this season. There's no doubt about that. I think the Packers defense, I think plays can be made on the Packers defense. I think, they're without their best pass rusher in Zadarius Smith, one half of the Smith brothers. I think that'll definitely affect the Packers pass rush. And the Packers, they only have 1 sack so far in the first 2 games of the season. So that means time for Jimmy G. He'll have a lot of time in the pocket to look for receivers and deliver a ball. So this could be a high-scoring game. I would hope that the Niners defense can put the clamps on the Packers. And I think, of course, it starts up front. If we're able to get pressure on Rodgers, I think we'll do a pretty good job. We'll definitely, create some 3 and outs early on in the Packers offense. And I think that'll definitely lead to the 49ers getting more opportunities on the offensive side of the ball. And Faithful, we want to win the time of possession. We want to control the clock. We want to run the ball. We want to convert third downs on offense. And I think we can do that. Rams House, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Rams House. He says, what's going on, Jay? It's going good on a Thursday night. I just wanted to hop on here, talk to the faithful, the Niner Empire. But of course, I appreciate any NFL fan who wants to join the Jay and the Bay YouTube channel and this live stream. I appreciate you coming through Rams House. You guys got a tough game this Sunday against some good old Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That should be a hell of a game. Good luck in that game. The Rams, the Rams defense is probably playing much better than Tampa Bay right now. That's probably the edge. But I think both offenses of the Rams and Buccaneers are pretty good. But the Rams defense, if they play up to their potential, they'll probably win that game. But that'll be an excellent game nonetheless. Tanya Sayal, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Tanya. Hopefully your week is going well. She says, what's good, Jay in the Bay? It's all good. Tomorrow's a payday Friday. What could be better? And we're only a few days away from the Sunday night football matchup between the Niners and Packers. This is the home opener for the 49ers. I'm sure it'll be sold out. It's going to be loud. And it's got to be loud to make it difficult for Aaron Rodgers and that offense to move the ball. Rams House says Rams will win 31-27 in my opinion, but I bet you think the Bucs win. I would say I want the Bucs to win, but I think the Rams might actually win this game. I mean, Matt Stafford has looked pretty good so far in the first 2 games of the season. The Bucs defense, I'm not going to say it's bad, but they haven't hit their stride yet. Sometimes it takes, a few games for the Buccaneers or for defenses in general to hit their stride, to play their best. The Buccaneers defense has not played their best yet, but who knows? That could happen on Sunday against, the LA Rams, but I think it'll be a close game regardless between the Bucs and Rams, but that's going to be a hell of a game. I'm looking forward to that too. David says Rodgers gets nervous with Bosa and Ford out there. Look at his eyes. We missed that last time. No, I agree. And unfortunately for the Packers, their best left tackle, David Bakhtiari, is out. He's still recovering from a torn ACL injury. His backup, Elgin Jenkins, he may play, but he's also hampered, I believe, with an ankle injury. So they're without their best offensive lineman, and it just so happens that Nick Bosa lines up on that side of the ball. So I expect Nick Bosa to continue to have an excellent season. So far, Nick Bosa has 3 sacks in his first 2 games, and I expect for that to continue. And if you've been watching me for a while, I've talked about Eric Armstead. Well, I have to give Eric Armstead props. He doesn't have a sack yet, but he has 15 hurries on the team, and that's pretty good. Sacks are important, but hurries are important as well. Getting after the quarterback, making him get off his spot. That is very key for a defense, and it disrupts the quarterback's timing. And Eric Armstead has been doing an excellent job with that. So hopefully that continues. Shout out to Eric Armstead, and hopefully his productivity continues. But yeah, we got to make Rodgers uncomfortable in the pocket. I think we'll slow down Aaron Jones. I think the big matchup will be obviously in the trenches, the Packers O-line against the Niners D-line, but also the secondary. I mean, is Emmanuel Mosley going to play? How effective will Emmanuel Mosley be if he is in the game? That's another question. If he can't play, then I know Josh Norman has been hampered with an ankle injury, but it's not considered serious. It's basically a day-to-day. It's not as serious as Jermichael Hasty and Kevin Gibbons. I think those 2 injuries, they're probably going to be out for a few weeks. At least that's what the reports are. But for Josh Norman, it seems like it's a day-to-day, and he's probable to play. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting matchup. Who lines up with Devontae Adams? Do you want to put Lenore on there, the rookie corner, or would you rather have Josh Norman over there? And who will be called up? Will Dre Kirkpatrick be on the active roster on game day? Will he play? Because basically it's Lenore, Norman, if he's healthy, he should play. K'Wan Williams, and I guess you would put, I guess you would call up Kirkpatrick, I guess, to be that fourth corner, and unless they're going to call up Ambry Thomas, but I would be surprised. I would be surprised by that. But I think I'm missing another corner. I think I want to double check that. But I think I am missing. Let's see. Let's see. So just to double check on our corners, let's see. Well, yeah. So basically, if Emmanuel Mosley can't play, it's Josh Norman, Lenore, Dante Johnson, Drake Kirkpatrick, and then there's Ambry Thomas. So if Ambry Thomas doesn't get called up, if he's a healthy scratch, it's basically between Drake Kirkpatrick and Dante Johnson. So, Aaron Rodgers, future Hall of Famer, the best quarterback that the Niners have played this year, and he can sling the rock with the best of them, and he can expose players in the secondary. So this will definitely be our toughest matchup. And our D line has to eat this game, that's for sure. I agree, David. You can't hide from 55. I agree with you, man. Nicho TV says if we shut down Aaron Jones, it would help that dominant defensive line getting the A-Rod. Exactly. Yeah. Aaron Jones made the Detroit Lions defense look silly last week. He had 4 touchdowns. I don't think he'll do that this game. I don't think Aaron Jones has had, successful games against the 49ers. We pretty much kept him in check. A lot of the time he's been, on the Packers and when we played the Packers. I don't quite remember his stats from 2020, but I know from 2019 in that game, he was pretty much neutralized. He wasn't a factor in that game. But yeah, I think if the Niners get ahead early, force some 3-and-outs early on the Packers offense, and then Jimmy and the 49ers offense goes down the field and score, I think we'll be in better position to win. And I want to see, of course, the Ayuk show. I want to see Brandon Ayuk more involved. George Kittle, I know he's an excellent blocker, but I want to see Kittle eat. I don't see why he can't be as productive as Darren Waller with the Raiders and Travis Kelce with the Chiefs. I think Kittle should be getting at least 10 targets a game. And I'm happy to see that Debo, he's got I think he has either the most catches or most receiving yards in the NFL through 2 weeks, and I'm happy for Debo, but I want to see more targets for Kittle as well. Rams House says a lot of people are overlooking our offense. Stafford is doing really well for the Rams, and this is only his 3rd week in the system. Yeah, he's doing really well. And I think that game between the Rams and Bucks will definitely go down to the wire. David says Stafford has weapons. Yeah, he does. He's got Woods. He's got Kupp. He's got tight ends. And we'll see. We'll see what he does against the Bucks defense. I know the Bucks defense hasn't been great this year, but they haven't forgotten how to play defense. So should be an incredible game. Yeah, Cooper Kupp, he's a beast. Cooper Kupp and Stafford definitely have rapport with each other, and Cooper Kupp has looked pretty good through the first 2 weeks. Ramshouse says, I think Debo is leading the NFL in receiving yards. Yes, that's correct. I think it's by like 4 yards, but yes, he is leading the NFL in receiving yards, which is incredible. Nicho TV says, NFC West is going crazy the first 2 weeks. These teams are stacked, and can they all make the playoffs? I don't think they can all make the playoffs. I think at most it could be 3 because there's 7 playoff teams, and there's 4 division winners. So if let's say the Eagles win the division, let's say the Bucks win their division, the Packers win their division, and then let's say the Niners win the NFC West, where there can only be 3 more, playoff teams. So that could be it could be the Rams, the Seahawks. But that's a great question because I don't think I've ever seen 4 teams from one division make the playoffs. I think at most I've seen maybe 2 or 3. But yeah, and I think it all depends on the division records and all that good stuff. And the NFC West, as you mentioned, the 2-0. All teams are 2-0 except for the Seahawks at 1-1, and they should have really won that game against Tennessee. But you got to play a full 60 minutes, and unfortunately, they did not see a victory for them on Sunday. But yeah, all teams are stacked in the NFC West. I can't wait until we play our divisional games, and I think we play our first divisional game next week after the Green Bay game against Seattle, and that's going to be that's going to be a hell of a game. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Nicho TV says when Debo is targeted and is treated as a number one wide receiver, he will show out, and he is right now. Absolutely, he is. He is showing out. He's performing, and he's having a great junior year to his career. OYG Sakona says, what's going to be your matchup for Sunday, boss? It's going to be the 49ers D-line versus the Packers offensive line. If we win that battle up front, I think we can definitely win this game. And another battle will be the 49ers secondary versus the Packers wide receivers. We know Jason Verrett is out. Emmanuel Mosley, he is questionable, but even if he plays, how effective will he be? Emmanuel Mosley has had success versus the Packers in the past, but we'll see what Mosley, how he progresses through the week. I think he's been battling hamstring injuries and knee injuries, I believe. So we'll see how he progresses throughout the rest of the week. But for right now, he is questionable. So we're playing against, arguably one of the top 3 wide receivers in the NFL with Devontae Adams. So who's going to be guarding him? Josh Norman, Demo Lenore, Drake Kirkpatrick, Dante Johnson. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, I think those will be the 2 key matchups. I think the 49ers should be able to move the ball with ease against the Packers defense. I don't think it's that good. They're missing their best pass rusher. They are talented in the secondary, but I think this could be a great game for George Kittle to eat, and of course Debo to continue to have success, and also with Brandon Ayuk as well. So, but great question though. But yeah, key matchups: 49ers defensive line versus the Packers offensive line, and then the 49ers secondary versus the Packers offense. Their wide receivers. That's going to be the key matchups I'm looking forward to. Enjoy my world. What's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream. Enjoy my world. I like your avatar. Looks like you got your merch out. That's dope. But thanks for tuning in. Enjoy my world. Sports talk with Big Ben. What's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Big Ben. Hopefully your week is going well. I'm looking forward to the games this Sunday. I can't wait. And I appreciate everyone. You hit the thumbs up button for the live stream. Let YouTube and I know that you're enjoying the stream. And I appreciate it. Nicho TV says, if the Niners running backs injuries keep stacking, what's the chances we get the GOAT vet Frank Gore? Well, I don't know if – I think I saw something on IG maybe about a week or 2 ago that Frank Gore said he'll be ready if his number's called. I did hear that. But basically, Shanahan's not interested in signing him at this point. Frank Gore is obviously he's one of the greatest 49er running backs. He's the greatest running back who wore the red and gold that I've personally seen. I know there's Roger Craig. I know there's Ricky Waters. But as far as my generation, when I started watching the Niners, we had, of course, we had Garrison Hurst. We had Kevin Barlow. But there's no doubt that Frank Gore, he's the best running back I've seen in the red and gold. He will probably get his number retired. He'll definitely go into the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think it doesn't seem like Shanahan's interested in getting, Frank Gore. But I think it seems like the Niners would rather sign players who are currently, younger and you could say are in the prime of their career. I'm surprised we haven't, had Todd Gurley in for a workout. Todd Gurley had a successful season last year with the Falcons. He played in 15 games last year. I believe he had at least 700 rushing yards. So he was a solid back. I'm surprised we don't at least just bring him in for a workout. I don't see why not. And speaking of the running backs, we did just sign. Let's see. So we signed running back Chris Thompson, and he's a veteran running back. He played majority of his career with the Washington football team. He was there. I think his first season was in 2013. He played for the Washington football team from 2013 to 2019. And he was there when Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. So Shanahan and Chris Thompson are very familiar with each other. I think that's a good signing. And right now, Chris Thompson is on the practice squad. He's a speedy running back. Last year, he played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I think, he could be a good signing for the 49ers. And it'll be interesting to see how this running back room plays out because, right now, Trey Sermon, very unfortunate. He got his first carry of his NFL career, and then he gets concussed. So that's very unfortunate. And Trey Sermon, he's in the concussion protocol. He's listed as day-to-day. Elijah Mitchell, he's got the shoulder. They said it's a little bit more severe than a stinger. So they're monitoring Elijah Mitchell's shoulder. He's considered day-to-day. Hopefully, Sermon and Mitchell progress well enough into the week where they'll be able to play on Sunday night. We have Jacquez Patrick. We just signed. I believe he's still on the practice squad. We have Trenton Cannon, who played last week. I think he was a kick returner on a few special teams plays. He also had one carry in the game. Cannon is on the active roster. Sermon and Mitchell are still on the active roster. But Jacquez Patrick, Kenyon Johnson, and also Chris Thompson, they're on the practice squad. And Jermichael Hasty, he's got the high ankle sprain, but I would be surprised if he's not put on IR. But we'll see as the week progresses. But also in other news, the 49ers signed defensive lineman Eddie Yarbo. He was with the team like a few weeks ago, and he got cut, I believe, during the 53-man active roster cut down, I believe. But he's brought back. And in order to make room in the practice squad, we had to let go of tight end Jordan Matthews. So I believe this is the second time he's been released by the Niners. So who knows? He could be back with the Niners, sooner than later. But I would be surprised if we re-sign Frank Gore. I would be surprised. But great question, though, Nicho. Livy's World, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Livy's World. Hopefully you having a great night, and I appreciate your continued support of the Jay and the Bay YouTube channel. I know you're excited for Payday Friday. Ain't nothing better than a Payday Friday, Livy's World. But thanks for tuning in, and I know you're excited for that game on Sunday Night Football prime time. Sports Talk with Big Ben. What's good? He says, let's not say the Eagles win their division. Dang, Jay. Yes, we'll see. I mean, the Eagles, I think, the Eagles, they look good week one. And I think week two, we were just a better team. We made more plays. But that NFC East division is wide open. I know, well, the Giants, they start off 0-2. That's not good. I know there's not a lot of teams who start 0-2 that make the playoffs. So let's say if they're not making the playoffs, you got Philly, you got Dallas, and then you got Washington. I mean, Philly and Dallas probably have the better offenses of those four teams. And, we'll see how the chips fall. But, that's going to be an interesting division. It's going to be interesting to see who ends up winning that division. Pay your time. What's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream. Pay your time. How you doing, man? He says, hello, everyone. Hope you all so good. We are. Jace, Payo Tom says, how is the hardest working man in the stream? Nah, you put out more content than me, Payo. That's pretty good, man. Good luck to your team this week, man, against the Buccaneers. You're going to need it, man. This is definitely the toughest game, I think, on you guys' schedule, of course, besides, the 49ers. But, yeah, good luck to your Rams against the Buccaneers. That's going to be a hell of a game. I could see the Buccaneers winning, but then I could also see the Rams winning. It's going to be a great game, though. Nicho TV says, people are saying Shanahan tougher than Bill at coach, probably because of the show situation. I mean, Shanahan said, Ayuk, he injured his hamstring the week of the Raiders preseason game, and he can't practice like he normally would if he was healthy. And Trent Sherfield has been balling in training camp. Hell of a signing by John Lynch. But Trent Sherfield has looked better. He's been there consistently, and he's been healthy. So I think they're slowly working in Ayuk, and but right now it seems like Trent Sherfield, Debo, and Muhammad Sanu are the best three wide receivers on the team. But Ayuk, I think he definitely proved last year that he belongs in the NFL. This is definitely not a Dante Pettis situation. Ayuk has proven he belongs in the NFL. He's an excellent wide receiver when healthy, and he just has to continue to progress and get healthy. I think once he gets healthy, I think he'll be right where he started or right where he ended last year. Fail Time says, no offense, but as a Rams fan, I do not want Gurley to go to the Niners. Yeah. I don't know why we haven't brought him in for a workout. I mean, literally every running back on the active roster has gotten hurt. And, we signed, 3 running backs in the last, 10 days. And hopefully we won't have to sign any more. But, running back, it's a difficult position to play. You're always getting hit, and it's 17 games this year, so we're going to need all the fresh legs we can get. Fortunately, Jeff Wilson Jr. is coming back, but he really won't be back until like November, mid-November. So, but we'll definitely need him once once he's able to, be the running back, and he'll have fresh legs and he'll be ready to go. So definitely looking forward to that. JV, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, JV. He says, when do you think Trey gets his first start? I don't think Trey will start. Here's what I'll say. I will say if Jimmy continues to play turnover-free football, Jimmy continues to win games, and he's playing well. Like, he's not playing great so far. He's had his moments. He's not playing great, but I think he can continue to get better. And we're 2-0, and he hasn't really played his best 60 minutes yet. I think that's a positive sign that, as he continues to get better, the team will continue to win. I just don't see Trey Lance starting. Now, if Jimmy gets hurt or if we lose multiple games and it's because of Jimmy, then yeah, I think Trey would be put in. But I just don't see the poor play on a continuous basis from Jimmy. I just don't see it right now. And right now Jimmy gives the team the best chance to win. And I don't see Trey Lance starting a game unless Jimmy gets hurt or Jimmy plays consecutive games very poorly. And honestly, when Jimmy's been healthy, we really haven't seen him play consecutive games poorly. 2019, he played pretty well. 2020, he was hurt, and there was a direct correlation with his play on the field to him being hurt. But when Jimmy's healthy, he's played pretty well. He's not great. He's not terrible. I think he is a above average QB when he's playing at his best. And then sometimes he can even creep up into that top 10 based on several plays he makes during a game. But I'm excited as you are for Trey to get in there. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, JV. Blue True, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Blue True, and a hot diggity dog. I appreciate that $5 super chat, Blue True. Hopefully your Thursday is going well. Let's see. Let's continue on with these comments. Let's see. So Nicho says, my take is Lenore is going to slow down and maybe even shut down Devontae Adams and show that he's legit. Now, I would say Lenore has already shown that he's a legit corner in this league, and we got to remember, we got to put things into perspective. Lenore is a 5th-round cornerback. No one expected him to be starting, and basically he's our best corner right now who's healthy on the team. No one expected he would be in this role when we drafted him in the 5th round. But he's made the most out of his opportunity, And yes, he's going to make some rookie mistakes, but I think he's definitely shown, the talent to do well at this position. And I think he's only going to continue to get better. And how he plays week 3, week 4, and compared to week 15 and week 16 of this season, I think it's going to be much different. I think Lenore will continue to get better. And but I don't know about him shutting down Devontae Adams. I mean, Devontae Adams is top 3 wide receiver in the league, so I think Devontae Adams and Rodgers will make plays. And it'll be interesting to see who matches up with Devontae Adams, whether it be, Josh Norman, whether it be Lenore. It'll be interesting to see. But I think Devontae Adams will make some plays, but hopefully we can still, win the game. Nicho TV says, JV, I think Trey won't get a start this year unless Jimmy gets injured. I agree. I think it's smart to put Trey in for several plays in the game, give the defense a different look, and let Trey get some NFL experience. But if Jimmy's playing well, which I think everyone would say, Jimmy's not playing perfect, right? He's not playing elite. I think he's made some throws. He's made some plays with his legs in in both games we saw this year. But he hasn't put together a full 60-minute great game yet. And we're 2-0. And I think Jimmy will only get better. And as of right now, I just don't see the point in starting Trey over Jimmy. I just don't see it. Now, if Shanahan decided to do it just out of the blue, I support everyone who's in the red and gold. And if that's what Shanahan wants to do, if Shanahan feels like, week 5 or week 6, Trey is doing much better in practice, he looks better than Jimmy, and he wants to give him an opportunity to start, I'm for it. I'll ride with that because I trust Shanahan's judgment. But I just don't see the need to start Trey now, especially with Jimmy's playing well. He's doing enough to win football games, and there's Jimmy has the experience. There's something that you just can't you can't really buy experience. Trey has all the intangibles. He's got the arm, he's got the athleticism, he's dynamic in the pocket, but he doesn't have the experience. And I know people say, well, you only get experience by playing. Very true. But I would rather go with the experienced guy, Jimmy G, who I've seen play, where I know what to expect. And I'm willing to ride with that over the young bull in Trey Lance. Even though I'm excited he's on the team. I'm glad we have him, but I'm willing to ride out with Jimmy G. And there's a reason why he's still on the team. I think Shanahan sees value in Jimmy G, and that's why he's on the team, and that's why he's starting. JV gives his take on who will win the NFC East division. He says it looks like he's got the Washington football team winning the division. Okay. Yeah, they definitely have the best defense probably in that division. Offense, they have a backup quarterback in there. Unfortunately for them, Fitzmagic got hurt. But, that would be an interesting division. I would be surprised. Maybe one team will have a double-digit win season, maybe. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a team that had 9 or 8 wins and they win the division. So, Payo Time says, yeah, it's a big game for the Rams. Stoked for it. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is a big game for the Rams. And, yeah, man, I know you're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it as well. And obviously, I want the Bucs to win, but I can see the Rams winning too, man. 49ers Ultimate Report. What's good? Thanks for coming through to the stream, man. He says, sorry I'm late, Jay. 49ers versus Packers. Prime time. Hell yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for the game. It's going to be hell of a game. And what a way to open the season at home on, Sunday Night Football, prime time in front of the world. I definitely can't wait, for this game. And, who doesn't like to beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, Bird Gang 31. What's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Bird Gang. And good luck to your Eagles. Who do you guys play this week? If you're still on, let me know in them comments. But I appreciate you coming through to the stream, man. Good luck to your Eagles. JV says, do you want to see Jimmy be the starter or do you want Trey to be the starter? As of right now, I think I want Jimmy to be the starter. He's got the experience on his side. He's just a professional quarterback. Obviously, with Trey, there's more upside. With Trey, there's more excitement, no doubt. With Trey, there's bigger play potential for sure. But Shanahan sees these quarterbacks in practice every day. Shanahan knows the strengths and weaknesses of each player, Jimmy and Trey. And I trust Shanahan's decision making, and I like to ride with experience. And maybe he doesn't throw for 350 yards and 4 touchdowns, but when Jimmy's under center, this team wins games. Just look at his record. And I'm fine with riding with a steady, above average quarterback as long as we continue to win. And Jimmy makes plays when he's out there. Obviously, he's not perfect. Like, for instance, in week 2 against Philly, he missed some throws early. But, maybe Jimmy was nervous. Maybe he was nervous. It took time for him to settle down, settle in. And then he started to make some plays. And let's be real, that first quarter and a half was terrible for the entire 49ers offense. Jimmy missed some throws. The offensive line had trouble blocking Philly's defensive line. There were some receivers who dropped some balls. So we were just out of sync in the first quarter. But at the end of the day, I want whoever gives the 49ers the best chance to win under center. And right now, I feel that's Jimmy G. Nicho TV says, Jay, if more running backs get injured, you should go and try out and be the next Derrick Henry. I don't think so. CG Ruthless Sports, what's good? How you doing on a Thursday night, CG Ruthless? Hopefully you had a good week, man. Nicho TV says, JV, in my opinion, I want Jimmy to start and have Trey learn this year. Exactly. Yeah, I'm in no rush to put Trey in. Obviously, if Jimmy gets hurt, then yeah, Trey will be up, and he'll be in there, and it'll be exciting to see him. But you don't keep a $25 million a year quarterback as your backup. It just doesn't make sense. And if Shanahan would have, or Shanahan and Lynch would have released Jimmy in February or March of this year, and we drafted Trey, and let's say we signed a like a Tyrod Taylor or Andy Dalton or something like that, then yeah, I would put Trey in for sure. Why not? Because those quarterbacks have not, played at the highest level. They haven't played many playoff games. They haven't been in a Super Bowl. So if that was the case, then yeah, let's go with Trey. But there's a reason why Jimmy's still on this team. Clearly, there's value that Jimmy presents to the 49ers that Shanahan appreciates, and he values that, and that's why Jimmy's still on the team. And I think Shanahan, he just signed a contract agreement. What contract extension? A year or two ago? He's in no rush to put Trey in because he has a veteran quarterback who he's seen and he knows what he can and cannot do. He knows his limitations. He knows his strengths, and I think he's comfortable with that. And I think that's why Jimmy's still on the roster. And I have no problem with Trey learning from the sideline. And I also don't have a problem with Trey coming in for specific plays during the game. That's cool too. Nicho TV says Jimmy is 4-0 at Sunday night primetime with 1,070 yards, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions, and 122 QBR. Interesting. Wow. Those are great stats. I did not know that. I appreciate that, Nicho TV. And I understand the people that they want Trey, and I respect their opinion. But at the end of the day, whoever gives us the best chance to win, that's who I want under center. And if Shanahan says that's Jimmy G, we're riding with Jimmy G. If he says in a month that's Trey Lance, then we riding with Trey. Nicho says, I have a non-hot take. Jimmy will get 560 yards and 4 touchdowns. Nah, I'm joking. Maybe 250 yards, 2 to 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I can see. I think he could go for 300 yards and 2 to 3 touchdowns. Absolutely, absolutely. Because this Packers defense, they're missing one of the Smith brothers, Zadarius Smith. He is on IR, unfortunately, with the back injury. So I think Jimmy G will have a lot of time to throw, and that will allow his receivers to get open, and Jimmy will deliver them the ball. Redder Foe, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, Redder. That's a nice avatar you got there. He says, depressing times to be a Steelers fan. Aren't you guys? You guys are 1-1, right? Season's not over yet. Tommy Huxley, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream. Tommy, how is your night going? He says, Mr. Chickadance. Redder says, hoping we find our next franchise quarterback. I dig it. Lawrence Jackson Jr., what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, LJ. How is your night going, man? For those that don't know, Lawrence Jackson Jr., he is a 49er YouTuber. Check him out. He is a up-and-coming YouTuber. He talks about the faithful, the Niner Empire. I enjoy watching your videos, and I know you're excited for that Sunday night football matchup between the Niners and Packers. And keep doing what you're doing, man. Your passion is talking about the 49ers. Keep doing what you're doing on YouTube, man. Tommy Huxley says he is not a fan of the Slackers. Raider Force says Tyrod is the most unluckiest player ever. Yeah, man, he can't get hurt, whether it's on the field. He can't seem to stay healthy, and then also the Chargers doctor took him out. So, yeah, he has been very, very unlucky. But Tyrod does make excellent decisions off the field. That's for sure. Tyrod Taylor, I salute you. But, yeah, man, it sucks that he can't stay healthy. But for some players, it's like that. They can't stay on the field. OYG Sakona says, hit that like button, y'all. Show some love. I appreciate that, OYG. Yeah, hit that like button. Let me know that you're enjoying the stream and let YouTube know. And feel free to share out the video. Let people that are 49er fans, let them know about your boy, Jay intheBay. Let's see. Tommy Huxley says, Mccaffrey is injury prone. Mccaffrey. You talking about Ed McCaffrey? You talking about him? Or not Ed McCaffrey, but what's his son name? Christian McCaffrey, I think. The running back for the Panthers. He got hurt again? Nicho TV says, okay, got to go now, Jay. Keep grinding and rack up those views. I appreciate you for coming through, Nicho TV. It was great to have you on, man. I wish I could see you more often, Nicho. I appreciate your contributions to the stream. I appreciate you conversing with me in the chat, man. You have a good rest of your night, man. Thanks for tuning in. J.A. Aguayo 56. What's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, J.A. He says, good evening, Jay intheBay. Who, in your opinion, will be our active running backs? Man, that's a great question, man. Well, as of today, let's see. I think as of today, as far as guys who practice, Trey Sermon, he's still in concussion protocol. I believe he did individual drills, but he's not participating in like actual practice. So he's still in the concussion protocol. We'll see how he progresses during the week. Elijah Mitchell still has that shoulder injury. We'll see how he progresses throughout the week. Jermichael Hasty has that high ankle sprain. It seems like he's going to be put on IR. They haven't done it yet, but he has a high ankle sprain, so he's probably going to be out for a few weeks. So that basically means 2 out of 3 running backs I mentioned are questionable for the game. If those 2 running backs can't go, Sermon or Mitchell, then we have Trenton Cannon, who is on the active roster. And on the practice squad, we have Jacquees Patrick, who we just signed from the Cincinnati practice squad. We have Kerryon Johnson, and then we have Chris Thompson. Those are the 3 running backs on the practice squad. So let's just say, worst case scenario, Hasty's out, Sermon's out, and Mitchell's out. I guess it'll be Cannon, and then I would go with Chris Thompson and maybe with Patrick. Those are probably the three backs I would go with. But hopefully Sermon or Mitchell or both can play. That's what we got to hope for, because Mitchell has looked pretty good since he's been in there. Um, and yeah, that sucks for Sermon. Your first play of your NFL career, you fumble the ball, you get concussed, and now he has to. There's no guarantee he's going to play on Sunday, but hopefully Sermon and Mitchell can make it. And then also there's Cannon as well. So those are the three active running backs. Hopefully those three can make it. That's what I'm hoping for. But great question, JA. Let's see. Redder4 says McCaffrey pulled his hamstring. Dang, that's really excuse me, that's really unfortunate, because he is, one of the better running backs when he's healthy. And Tommy agrees. He confirms about the Christian McCaffrey injury. Tommy says he thinks Mitchell and Sermon are 1 and 2. I would agree. It's just we'll see how they progress throughout the week, because Mitchell has the shoulder, Sermon has a concussion protocol. So, and Trent will be number 3. Yeah. Trent Cannon will be number 3. Yeah, it's crazy how many injuries we've had so far at the running back position. It's just crazy. Local 49ers fan, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, local 49ers fan. Hopefully your Thursday night is going well. He says, I think Sermon practiced today and yesterday with the blue jersey, so he could play on Sunday. Yep. He has on a non-contact jersey. So, yeah, he's still progressing day to day. But if he's practicing, that is a good sign. But, you never know, because if he wakes up and he has a headache on Saturday, the possibility of him playing on Sunday decrease. So it all depends on that concussion protocol, if he'll be able to pass, the tests required to play. But we're all hoping that Sermon can play for sure. And so as I mentioned, these are the latest, injuries. I mentioned Sermon and Mitchell and Hasty. Also, defensive lineman Kevin Givens, he has a high ankle sprain. I heard that Hasty and Givens with a high ankle sprain, they're probably going to be put on IR. Shanahan has yet to do that, but that's more than likely what could happen with the high ankle sprain. Also, Armstead and Kinlaw, both defensive linemen, they're questionable, the same as they were the previous week. Armstead has the abductor, which is similar to the hip injury, and Armstead's still dealing with the knee. Kinlaw still dealing with the knee. So, but Kinlaw and Armstead played really well. Armstead, I got to tip my cap to Armstead because I've been very critical of him. And he has 15 hurries on the quarterback, and that's excellent. Obviously, you want to get sacks, but hurries are almost just as important. So shout out to Eric Armstead. And Kinlaw, hey, he blocked a field goal. He negated 3 points with his one hand, so that's incredible for Kinlaw. And the run defense was improved. If you look from week 1 against Detroit when Kinlaw was not in there, and then you look at week 2, there's a huge difference. And the middle of that defense was definitely played a lot better. And we need Kinlaw in there. And then of course Emmanuel Mosley. Will he play? If he does, how effective will he be? And that's up in the air. But I'm intrigued to see which players will be available, which players will be active, but we'll know as the week progresses. Let's continue on with these comments. Young Hitter, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Young Hitter. How is your Thursday night going? He says, what's good, Jay intheBay? Hope you're having a wonderful, blessed night. I am, and same to you. Young Hitter says, we're ready to take this W. Absolutely. And shout out to everyone watching on Jay intheBay Facebook, Jay intheBay YouTube channel. I appreciate all you guys' support. Make sure you hit that like button. And I just wanted to hop on here tonight, just talk about the latest 49er news with the injuries, the players that we have signed. I'm looking forward to, obviously, the game on Sunday. And make sure you tune in to Jay intheBay. I will have a pregame live stream. I believe I said it for 3:30 on Sunday. Also have a post-game live stream, so you guys can join me there, give your thoughts on the game. Also, I will have a halftime live stream where we can talk about what we saw in the first half, what we liked, what we didn't like. And Tommy has a question for me. He says, "What worries you about the game Sunday night?" Is Aaron Rodgers. It's the future Hall of Fame quarterback and his number one wide receiver, Devontae Adams. I don't. The defense doesn't really worry me of the Packers. I don't think they'll have a significant pass rush. I think our offensive line should do a great job against the Packers defense. Their secondary is talented, no doubt about that. But if you can't get a pass rush, Jimmy G will be able to sit back in the pocket all day. So what worries me is Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Who's going to line up against Devontae Adams? Will it be Mosley? Will it be Lenore? Will it be Norman? That's what I am, nervous about. I know when Devontae Adams goes into the slot, K'Wan Williams will be there. I'm comfortable with that matchup. But if we're able to get pressure on Rodgers, I think we'll be just fine. And I think we can do that with our front four, with Bosa, Ford, Armstead, Kinlaw, DJ Jones. I'm excited to see those guys play. And, Samson Bukum will be there as well, Arden Key. So I think our defensive line will definitely get after Rodgers. And I think we'll have a successful victory Sunday. I think we have a successful victory Sunday, with the game. Young hitter, do you think our running game will be okay? I think so. We've seen through, even when Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan's father, was the head coach with the Denver Broncos, he had on, he brought up running backs we had never heard of, like Tatum Bell, Clinton Portis, Mike Anderson. There were a lot of running backs in Shanahan's system that had over 1,000 yards. And I think with Shanahan's system, as long as a running back can follow the blocks, make that one cut, that outside zone run, they can hit the hole, I think we'll be just fine. But if Sermon and Mitchell can't play, it will be interesting to see who Shanahan brings up. But hopefully, it looks like Sermon and Mitchell are on track to play, but we still got Friday, but I hear Friday is just a walkthrough. And then we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think we will be okay, our running game. But I expect Jimmy G to actually throw a little bit more in this game. I think he will have more time to throw. And I think Jimmy could probably throw maybe 30 passes this game. And that's kind of a lot for Jimmy G. But I think he could throw a little bit more, especially with the uncertainty at the running back position. Because if those two guys aren't in there, Sermon or Mitchell, then we're kind of going with unknown guys. And I don't know how they'll play. We know that Shanahan's system is very running back friendly for sure, but I don't know how those guys honestly will play. Tommy Huxley says Norman has played against Adams before, exactly. So he knows Adams well. Adams is pretty fast, though. But I think it all depends. It all starts up front in the trenches. That's what it starts off with. If we're able to get pressure on Rodgers, I think we'll do pretty well in the game. Hopefully we can get some 3-and-outs early on in the game, frustrate Rodgers. And we've seen it. When we frustrate Rodgers, and our offense is able to score, I'm not going to say he quits, but, his body language is so-so. It just doesn't seem like he's really into it once he gets, sacked or once there's pressure on him. Like we've seen it before. So hopefully our D-line can be as dominant as they were before. Let's see. Young Hitter says our defensive line definitely going to tear up that Packers O-line. I agree, especially with the Packers being without their best left tackle in David Bakhtiari. So I think that'll definitely benefit, the 49ers. And it just so happens that, Nick Bosa will be lining up on the side without David Bakhtiari. So Bosa has 3 sacks in the first 2 games of the season, and I think that will continue. We have a legend in the building, faithful. Joe Montana has graced us with his presence tonight on a Thursday night. Joe Montana, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, Joe. Hopefully your Thursday night is going well, man. Young Hitter says they have to double up Adams or just keep pressuring Rodgers so he can't make good throws. And that'll be interesting to see what D'Amico Ryans does. Will he play more man? Will he play more zone? Will he blitz a lot to get after Rodgers? That'll be something to watch for. But there's no doubt Adams is Rodgers, best target on the outside at the wide receiver position. Robert Tonyan, he's no slouch either at the tight end position. He's pretty good as well. But I like our chances with, Fred Warner or Jimmy Ward, making it difficult for Tonyan to make plays on Sunday. Let's see. Tommy Huxley offers his opinion on who's better, Joe Montana or Tom Brady. And he's got Joe Montana. All right. I can deal with that. I agree with that, man. And Joe Montana concurs with that. Oh man, I can't wait for the game Sunday night. I can't wait. It's going to be a hell of a game. It's our first primetime game, and it's our home opener. I'm sure the fans will be crazy. It's going to be loud for the Packers and their offense. And I think this will be a victory Sunday for the 49ers. Go ahead and leave your prediction for the 49ers and Packers game. Go ahead, drop a score of the game in them comments. And I think we will win this game. I think we'll win this game because I think we'll frustrate Aaron Rodgers. I think we'll be able to get after him. Our defensive line will be able to frustrate him. And I think our offense will be able to score. I'm not going to say easy, but I think we'll definitely score more than 17 points for sure. I think we'll definitely score at least like 27, maybe even 30 points against this Packers defense. I think they're hurting right now. They're not working from a position of strength. And I think we'll definitely be able to put up at least, in the high 20s, maybe early 30s of points. And I'm sure the Packers in the offense, they'll score. But I think we'll be able to, have some 3 and outs on them when they're on offense. And I like our chances with our D-line and our linebackers going up against their offensive line for sure. I like that matchup. And the Packers have, through 2 games, one of the worst run defenses. I think they're bottom 5 in run defenses in the NFL right now. I think it was like an average of 140 yards rushing. And I know we're not at our strength right now as of today with our top running backs, but in the Kyle Shanahan system, the running backs, it's very friendly to the running backs. We can have success there. And I think we have an edge on our offensive line going up against their D-line for sure. And if we can block well for the running game, it's off to the races. And I think we're getting the Packers at a good time. I know they look pretty good against Detroit, but, a lot of teams look good in Detroit, And the Packers did what they're supposed to do. They're better than Detroit. They should beat Detroit. But I think they will have to raise their game to another level against the 49ers. And I don't think they'll be able to, though, not consistently. And I think the Niners will win this game. I would say 27-17. That's what I'm thinking. 27-17. Let's hear everyone else's predictions. Tommy Huxley has the 49ers winning 35-20. All right. I can see that. J.A. Aguayo has the 49ers winning 24-20. Okay, close game. All right. Young Hitter, he has the 49ers winning 37-17. Hot diggity dog. Yeah, I can see that too. I can see that. I think we will score in the high 20s. The Eagles defense much better than this Packers defense, I believe, at least up front, in the trenches. And I think Jimmy G will have time to survey the field. He'll be looking to the right and looking to the left. I think Jimmy G will have time in the pocket to survey the field and look for his receivers. And Joe Montana offers up his prediction, 31-17 Niners. All right. I like that. Niner Sickness. What's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, Niner Sickness, man. Hopefully your Thursday night is going well. I was listening to your stream. What was that? I think it was Wednesday night. it might have been an old stream, but I was listening to your stream while I was at work, and I enjoy listening to you while I'm at work. Makes my day go a lot easier, and I don't always comment Niner sickness. Sometimes I just want to, watch and not talk. But I appreciate your streams, man. And I have to check out. I know you had a stream on tonight. I have to check it out tomorrow. But the faithful, the Niner Empire, we appreciate what you do, Niner sickness. And you're definitely someone I look up to because of your knowledge of the 49ers. And you're always a pleasure to listen to. So keep doing what you're doing, Niner sickness, man. And I appreciate you coming on to my stream, man. I appreciate that. But and shout out to everyone watching, Jay and the Bay Facebook, Jay and the Bay YouTube, and Niner Sickness. Leave your prediction of the 49ers versus Packers game. We already had a few other predictions. I think the Niners should win this game 27-17. I think we have the better offense and defensive line, compared with the Packers, and I think that's where it all starts up with in the trenches. An intriguing matchup, of course, will be Rodgers and Devontae Adams going up against our secondary. We'll see if Emmanuel Mosley will be able to play. If not, I think we'll be okay with Norman and Lenore as long as we're able to get pressure on Rodgers. And I think we will because the Packers are without their best left tackle. Let's see. Jay Aguayo says, "What's up, Niner Sickness? How you doing tonight, brother?" Yeah, Niner Sickness, how you doing tonight? Hopefully you're having a great Thursday night. But I appreciate everyone coming on to the stream. I just reached, first I have to say, shout out to all the people who've watched Jay and the Bay. Shout out to all the people who subscribe to Jay and the Bay. I recently reached 100,000 views on my YouTube. Like that's incredible. Last month I reached 1,000 subscribers. Now I reach 100,000 views. That's incredible. I can't thank you guys enough. I will be having, a short video coming out soon about the 100,000 views. And also I will be doing 100,000 view giveaway. It's just a small token of appreciation to everyone who's contributed to, the Jay and the Bay YouTube channel. And videos will be coming out about that shortly. Theotis Barber, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, TB. He says he's got the win. He's got the Niners winning 22 or 27-17, the same score I had. And he said 49ers, Theotis say so. Bang, bang, Niner gang. That's right. Yeah, man. I had the same exact score, 27-17. And I could definitely see that. Young Hitter says, congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, man. That's incredible. I never would have thought 100,000 views. That's crazy. First 1,000 subscribers, then 100,000 views. And I can't thank you guys enough because obviously none of this is possible, without the faithful, without the Niner Empire. So, I appreciate all you guys' support, and to show my appreciation for you guys, I'm gonna do that 100,000 giveaway live stream. It'll be coming up. Let's see. Most likely it'll be this month sometime. I'll make sure I'll put a video out about it, let you guys know ahead of time, so then you guys can all have a chance to win something. I think that would be cool to give back. Jay Aguayo says, you and your family stay blessed. Congratulations, Jay in the Bay. I appreciate that, Jay Aguayo. Thanks for your continued support. And appreciate everyone in the chat tonight. Blue True, Jay Aguayo, Young Hitter, Theotis, Niner Sickness, Tommy Huxley, Joe Montana came through for a brother. Local 49ers fan, Redder, OYG, Lawrence Jackson, Nicho TV, CG Ruthless, Bird Gang, JV, Pale Time, Tanya, Livy's World, Sports Talk with Big Ben, David, Rams House, Pale Time, Seahawks TV. I appreciate everyone coming through saying what's good. And Livy's World says, congratulations, Jay. Well deserved. Hit that like button. I appreciate that. Theotis Barber says, love your show, Jay. I'm with you, man. Thanks for the kind words, man. I appreciate that. And I will be having a pregame live stream Sunday night, 3:30. Well, Sunday afternoon, 3:30. And then I will be having a post-game show, so that way you guys can tell me your thoughts of the game. We can go back and forth, what we liked, what we didn't like. And I'm looking forward to the game. And make sure you guys stay tuned to Jay and the Bay for your latest 49ers news. And once again, I appreciate all the support. And if you haven't, make sure you follow your boy on IG and Twitter. And thank you guys for joining me tonight. And it's only the beginning for Jay and the Bay. And I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you have an excellent payday Friday, excellent weekend. Looking forward to the Sunday night game in front of the world. And thanks for watching your boy, Jay in the Bay. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Go Niners. Have a great